Good day everyone. The title of our research proposal is The Industrial 4.0 Transformation on SMEs During COVID-19 Pandemic. We analyzed several articles and journals which are mainly focused on Industrial 4.0, SME and COVID-19. After we go through the article, we decided that this topic is the best for our research proposal. This is because we thought SME is one of the sector that affected the most during this pandemic. First of all, I would like to explain about the introduction part. So the introduction part contains of 9 main sections, which are the background of the study, the statement of problem, research objective and research questions. So this part continues with the significance of the study, hypothesis, limitation of study and definition of term. So finally, we did a summarization on this chapter. So next I would like to explain about the problem statement. Small and medium-sized enterprise plays a small part in our economic sector. Sadly, many SMEs were unable to implement their own policy during this MCO. This is because of their lack of digitalization. The restriction of useful resources such as financial and human capital is another hurdle faced with SMEs in their move toward the Industrial 4.0. Due to their modest size of the capital and limited budget, they have difficulty changing the Industrial 4.0 drastically. So now I would like to explain about the organization and sector background. So the organization in our research proposal is the SME. So the definition of SME has been changed in 2014 after economic changes such as price inflation, structural changes and corporate advancement in 2005. So the sales turnover and number of full-time employees are the two basic criteria that used in determining the definition for the SME. For the manufacturing sector, SMEs are defined as firms with sales turnover not more than Rm 50 million or the number of full-time employees are not more than 200. For the service and other sectors, SMEs are defined as firms with sales turnover not more than 20 million or the number of full-time employees are not more than 75. The research objective of our research proposal are to determine nature of the Industrial 4.0 SME issues during COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia. The second one is to determine the nature of the Industrial 4.0 transformation success in Malaysia. And the third one is to examine if relationship exists between nature of the Industrial 4.0 SME issues and the Industrial 4.0 transformation success in Malaysia during COVID-19 pandemic. So next I will explain about the research question. The first research question of our research proposal is what nature of the Industrial 4.0 SME issues exist during COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia? The second one is what nature of the Industrial 4.0 transformation success exists during COVID-19 in Malaysia? And the third one is there a relationship exists between nature of the Industrial 4.0 SME issues and the Industrial 4.0 transformation success in Malaysia during COVID-19 pandemic? So the hypothesis of our research proposal is there is a positive and significant relationship between nature of Industrial 4.0 SME issues and the Industrial 4.0 transformation success in Malaysia during COVID-19 pandemic.
Good day, madam. Theoretical framework. Our title is Conceptual Framework on the Industrial 4.0 Transformation on SMEs during COVID-19 pandemic. This theoretical framework is divided into three parts: independent variable, moderating variable, dependent variable. Independent variable of our title is the Industrial 4.0 SME business issues, while the independent variable of our title is the Industrial 4.0 transformation success. The Industrial 4.0 SME business issues is defined as the challenges that getting from the advances of industry 4.0 as the ability of giving better computerized answers for our everyday lives. Lack of digital strategy, macroeconomic effects, big data, and labor organization are the main issues of Industrial 4.0 towards SME. While the Industrial 4.0 transformation success is defined as what a SMEs in Malaysia facing by the transformation and application of the Industry 4.0 during COVID-19 pandemic. While the moderating variable, which is type of SME is a small media enterprise which run small businesses with few quantity of workers or employees in the process of production. These micro businesses produce goods and services to mainly for the local areas. The function of conceptual and theoretical framework, according to Pollitt and Beck 2004, is to make research findings relevant and generalizable. In their study of organizational elements that cause spots, plays, stress, fracture, adopt a grounded theory method. The industrial transformation issues as an independent variable, while the success as dependent variable. Research design. This study used a descriptive correlation research design. Industrial 4.0 transformation success research using appropriate keywords on Scopus, Science Direct, Google Scholar. Some relevant industry reports and blogs are also taken to get insights. Sampling frame. The SMEs list in the directory of the SME Corp Malaysia represents the sampling frame for the present study. Population and sample. The population for this study involved all SMEs organizations registered under the SME Corp Malaysia, while the sample are representative of SMEs organizations selected at random from the list of SME Corp Malaysia. Unit of analysis. The unit of analysis will be the SME organizations. Representative of SMEs would be the owners of SMEs or their employees. Validity and reliability. The degree to which a measure is error-free is an indicator of its dependability, and therefore consistent measurement over time and across the instrument's many components is ensured. The validity of an instrument refers to how well it measures what it claims to measure. The validity of this research is to measure the Industrial 4.0 issues towards SME and success of the transformation in Malaysia during COVID-19 pandemic. SME business in Malaysia will validate the instrument measure the transformation of Industrial 4.0 to retest the reliability coefficient obtained with a repetition of the same measure on a second occasion. The researchers will use the coefficient alpha to test the reliability coefficient value. In checking the validity of questionnaire, the supervisor who is very throughout was consulted apart from subject matter expert. 20 questions were distributed randomly to SME business people in ensuring the effectiveness of the questionnaire. The questionnaire was pilot test on the small medium enterprise owners and employees. Pre-testing the instrument is a crucial stage according to DeMeo, since the result of the pre-testing will show whether the survey is effective in reaching the study's objective. Plan for data analysis. Research objective 1 is to determine nature of the Industrial 4.0 SME issues during COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia. The concept of this objective is independent variables Industrial 4.0 issues that happen. Measurements on variables of nature of the Industrial 4.0. Scale is interval, while the statistic is descriptive, measures of variability, and measures of shape. Research objective 2 is to determine the nature of the Industrial 4.0 transformation success in Malaysia. Independent variables evaluate in terms of transformation success. Measurements on variables that explain the level of SME impacts, while scale for this objective is interval, statistic for this objective is descriptive, measures of variability, and measures of shape. The last research objective is to examine if relationship exists between nature of the Industrial 4.0 SME issues and transformation success in Malaysia during COVID-19. The concept for this objective is independent variables evaluated in terms of relationship between Industrial 4.0 issues and success of transformation. Measurement for this objective is on relationship between Industrial 4.0 issues and success of transformation. Scale is interval, while statistic is multiple linear regressions.